Gimbal systems are commonplace nowadays, and even though the technology has matured, we're now finding sizes reduce, and here we have a unit that's big on features yet small in size, the Zhiyun Smooth X. Zhiyun are no new players to the gimbal scene, with various other units in their portfolio, although the Smooth X is their most portable unit yet and promotes a whole host of extra features when paired alongside its companion app. And that portability comes thanks to a folding design. While this isn't the first phone gimbal with a folding design, it's relatively simple to unfold once you get the hang of it. Zhiyun's take is to rotate the grip, pull the handle forward a little, before swinging the handle around, and finally unlocking the phone clamp. I found the process a little long-winded though, and generally just ended up swinging the handle around most of the time, which seemed to work equally as well, albeit quicker. When folded down though, it really is rather portable, around the same size as a larger sized smartphone, although obviously thicker. I wouldn't say it's portable enough to fit into your jeans pocket, not comfortably at least, but certainly easy enough to throw into a small bag or backpack. There's even a rubberized surface on one side for securely placing the unit down without it rolling around, particularly useful when charging. Nevertheless, upon initial inspection, weighing in at just under 250 grams, the quality is actually really good. With a grey overall finish, it looks sleek and stylish, yet with a professional touch. With the main gimbal motors up top, we have a smartphone clamp, complete with a rubberized finish to grip and protect an inserted handset, with even the plus-sized handsets being catered for, along with this long neck, which looks a little odd at first, although comes into play when rotating the handset into a portrait orientation for those Instagram and social media type shots. On the sides we have a power button along with battery status LEDs, which seems a little odd placed up here when I would expect it to be by the main gimbal controls, but nevertheless on the opposite side we find a single USB Type-C charging port used with the included cable to charge the unit's built-in battery, with a 3-hour charge providing around 4 to 5 hours of runtime. The hand grip itself is shorter than most others I've come across, and although it lacks any ergonomic design, it's still rather comfortable in the hand and certainly adds to overall portability of the unit. With some branding to one side, we find the main controls that are conveniently placed by the user's thumb. These consist of the typical thumbstick for making gimbal adjustments, along with mode and shutter buttons and a sliding zoom toggle on one side. Otherwise, at the bottom we find a gap for attaching a wrist strap, which isn't included in the package, alongside a standard 1/4" 20 tripod thread for attaching to tripods or other accessories. So all in all, it looks like a decent overall unit, although what this unit is lacking, and it's an important point to note here, is that there is no third gimbal axis. We have a standard roll motor at the very top and a pan motor at the top of the hand grip. That's it. There's no tilt axis. Instead, we have a manual tilt control with a built-in hinge design that's connected to the end of an incorporated Selfie extension pole, providing an extra 260mm overall extension. Personally, I would have preferred a third axis, although it seems Zhiyun are targeting the selfie market more with this unit than for pure filmmaking. So if you're into posting selfie shots on social media, this could be right up your street. Using the gimbal is an easy task. A 3-second press of the power button and it's instantly ready for use, stabilizing across both axes. No problems there at all. The motors feel silky smooth and are practically silent in operation too. From here we can use the thumbstick control both axes, whether it's the roll or, more useful, the panning, as well as double tap the mode button to switch between landscape and portrait orientations. Again, very handy for those social media junkies. With a single tap quickly recentering the gimbal too. To get the best out of the gimbal though, you'll want to install the accompanying app, and with a quick and easy Bluetooth connection, which takes seconds, we're ready to shoot. From here we can use the slider to control the camera zoom, as well as the shutter button on the gimbal itself without having to touch the smartphone screen, even more useful when the unit is in its extended form. The app itself is also very easy to use, allowing some gimbal adjustments via various settings, all very basic and easy to do, as well as providing some more advanced level shooting thanks to various built-in modes, and can even be used to edit and create video afterwards, ready for uploading to your social media. Nevertheless, when it comes to performance, throughout use I experienced no performance issues at all. It all works perfectly well. Although with the lack of that tilt axis, I personally wouldn't be reaching for this unit when it comes to filmmaking. It's more a glorified selfie pole, and honestly that's exactly how it should be used. As it stands, we have a nice gimbal here. It performs well, it's comfortable with good battery life, and the app connectivity performs perfectly well too. No problems there at all, although there are a couple of steps to unfold or store the device away, and you can't fold the device down with a smartphone still in place either, which does somewhat hinder an otherwise great design. With the lack of a third axis though, it's kind of limited the target audience. It's competitively priced at the budget end of the market though, so if you're looking for a good selfie pole but just want a little bit more in terms of functionality, then the Smooth X would be ideal. If you're after a fully fledged device to steady your video projects though, then you'll want to look at a 3-axis solution instead.